Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing, Jones. James has got it. Complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Now Jones. He finds his man. Complete. It's James. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. Off play action. Jones. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's James. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. He finds his man. Complete. That's James. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. Gano's kick is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
And one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Nifty running by Barkley there on 1st down. He scoots forward for 7 yards, sets him up nicely, 2nd and 3. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, Jones. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. Now the ball comes loose, and the Vikings pick up the football. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Throw left side, complete. That's James. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Looking to throw, Jones. Flush to his right. This one is Slayton over the middle. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Ah, that's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Jones hit, and the ball's out. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Zadarius Smith able to get him down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. Jones. The defense gets a hand on it, but he still grabs it. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 34-yard line. Looking to throw. Jones. He's got Slayton on the slant. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's James. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Richie James, a 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to extend their lead. Gano the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told, and it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Third and short yardage. Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 29-yard line. Cousins. That is caught by Thielen. Touchdown. Adam Thielen. 29 yards. And the Vikings have got it back to within a score. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Adam Thielen. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
His big game continues. 10 catches now and another first down. Up the middle with Barkley. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. From the 45 on second down. Jones, catch made by Slayton. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. Barkley inside handoff. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Jones. He finds his man. Complete. It's James. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Jones. Forced out to his left. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
On second down, it's Cook again. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They go play action. Cousins. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. Cousins to throw it. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson. 37 yards, and the Vikings have taken the lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The New York set to take the field. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points. But then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones. He finds his man, complete. It's James. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. A first down carry for Barkley. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Credit Zadarius Smith, able to get through and make that tackle for a loss. On 2nd and 12, Jones. Bellinger hauls it in out left side. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Back near the goal line, Cousins. That's a quick slant. He finds Adam Thielen. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Cousins on first down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
A 2nd down throw for Cousins. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Cousins again. Looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Cousins now. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Cousins. Catch is made by Hockenson. The time another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 23. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. First down, here's Cousins. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Adam Thielen. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. The Giants now going to take over late in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it second down. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand-new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has been a hard-hitting affair to this point, and you got to expect we'll see more of the same in the second half. And to bring the action your way, let's get it right back out to Brandon Guy.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. And the half will begin with a touchback. Adam Thielen, he gets set to go again with the rest of this offense. He's having a day here in quarter number 3. Over 100 yards, couple touchdowns. Every receiver's hope for when they head into that game in the National Football League.
And his team is loving what he's giving them. Of course, the yardage is terrific, but I think it's what you mentioned, the 2 touchdowns. That's the big one because he's paying off his results downfield.
And still more time here, third quarter. We'll see what else he has in store for us. Play fake, Cousins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Cousins. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Well, this looks like a roughing call. Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. They run it again with Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Cook taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that will be incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And this returnable for Rager. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Cook up the gut, and he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a 1st down. Cousins. He's going to get this one down to Cook. Touchdown! Dalvin Cook. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Vikings get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Cousins. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free?
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Vikings just continue to roll. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses.
Touchdown, Vikings! Adam Thielen, 30 yards. And the Vikings take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Adam Thielen and the rest of the Vikings offense, they get set for their next possession. A monster game so far, third quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers, though?
Absolutely.
Who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. Adam Thielen, back-to-back catches. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. The partner is still in the third quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the fourth quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs,
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Vikings will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Joseph connects on the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Possession switching back to the New York Giants. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Jones now on first down. Over the middle, caught by Bellinger. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, Jones eluding the pressure right. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Jones' throw here pulled in by Galladay. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. A handoff to Barkley. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Jonathan Bullard with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. Gano's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. Play action now. Cousins. This one into the hands of Thielen. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that, has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. Room here to run. Touchdown. K.J. Osborne, 49 yards. And the Vikings continue to pour it on here in the fourth. Joseph connects on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us?
And now here is another interception. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And some room to work. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make
touchdown Vikings. Adam Thielen, 27 yards. And the Vikings take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Joseph connects on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Escaping the pressure right. And this one is incomplete. The offense on third down, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here comes Rager. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 93 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. A first down throw for Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. There he goes, another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right?
but you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw brought in by Bellinger. And he'll be out right at the 35. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Throwing Jones. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Now Jones. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Well, a touchdown here didn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now, but as you've mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. They'll look to throw again. And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Going right side, he finds Slayton. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 24-yard line. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 2nd and very short, Jones. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Again, he'll drop to throw. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. And the Giants are going to be set up with a first. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope